Today we're going to be covering the listings in Chapter 2. Please note that we're going to be looking at some changes from the way the author did things, and also talk about making some mods or setting up Visual Studio to make it work better for you. So looking here, you can see I have this assembly listing, the first assembly listing in the book, and it's all black and white. You might have noticed that the listings I had given you as examples were in color. They had color syntax highlighting. So the question is, how did that happen? Why was that? Well, how was I able to do that, huh? So I'm going to show you right now. I am using this extension called ASMDude. I've already installed it on my system, so you see I only have to enable it, and then I'll get the color syntax highlighting. You will have to install it, and then if you go to this extensions and updates window, you can type in search and search for ASMDude. It should find it, and you should be able just to click on it and then install it. But for me, I already have it installed. I'm just going to enable it. I'll have to restart Visual Studio, and when I do, I'll have the assembly shown in color. Okay, I've just restarted Visual Studio, and you can see now everything's nice and in color in my assembly. It makes it a lot easier to look at, a lot easier to read. Okay, I've restarted Visual Studio. You can see that it's in color now. It's not nicer to look at, a lot easier to understand what's going on. So you should definitely install ASMDude. It will make your life a lot better and more pleasant. So now we're going to look at this code here. I'm going to just try to build this, and this is almost straight out of the book. I've made this little mod here so that the program returns 0 whenever the program is exited. So let me just try to build this and see what happens. And you see that we have a couple errors. It's saying that we have an unresolved external symbol, printf, and another error, one unresolved external, which is basically the same thing. So it's saying it can't find printf. So the question is, what do we need to do to make printf to work? I'm going to actually paste in a couple of things right now, and you'll see what we need. So what we needed was, we need these libraries here at the top. These define where the C standard IO libraries functions are that we'll be calling from within our assembly program. So now that we have these included, assembly gives you a couple different ways. There's this include lib directive here, which actually will do the include of the library for you. We could have also set up linker to include the libraries for us, and we'll look at that another time. But for right now, for your work this week, you'll need to be sure and include these libs as I've shown here. And then when you try to link and everything, it should work. So let me try this again. And it worked. So now we should be able to run this program and see the message printed out, hello world. So let me do that. I'll start without debugging. Yes, rebuild. And there it is. There's the successful result. It's definitely working. But you see, we're not getting the message we normally get when we get when the program exits using run without debugging, because there's kind of a weird thing with assembly. If you just do return like you saw there, like we do in C, it takes it a long time to finally end. And I'm going to give you a solution for that right now. So what I did, I added this code right here to call the C exit function. I don't know if you have used this in C before, but it's basically exit in parentheses 0. So we're calling exit 0. Let me just make that more explicit. I'll say what the C is, which is exit 0. Let's try this now and see what happens when we run a program with start without debugging. So we'll start it again. Yes, we have to build it. I noticed it had exited right away. So what this exit is doing is it's telling the operating system the program is ending. And so the operating system will go ahead and terminate the program right away. And for some reason in assembly, we need to do this in order to get the immediate exit. You don't need to do this on other operating systems. Like in Linux, we could have just used the return. However, in Windows, we do need to do the invoke exit.